Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another grocery haul and meal plan. I feel like it has been so long since I've said that. I don't think I really posted regular grocery hauls during December because of Vlogmas, and then this month has been a mess trying to get back on track after the holidays, but I'm very excited to announce today that now through the end of February, I am doing a budgeting grocery challenge, also a pantry and freezer challenge. So what that means is that I am challenging myself each week from now till the end of February to spend only $50 a week for my family of 4 on all of our groceries for the entire week. Now, if you didn't see the video where I did a pantry and freezer inventory, you might not know that I already have a crap load of food in my house. And so really this is my effort to not only stick to a strict budget, but also eat down some of the food that we have in our freezer and pantry. So I did go to Walmart this evening and I spent $49.79. So we're just gonna call that $50. What I wanna focus on this month is making a lot more from scratch items. I feel like I already do a pretty good job of making things from scratch and home cooking, but there's a lot more that I could do in terms of like bread, granola bars. I want to try making my own yogurt this month, things like that. So I think this is going to be a fun challenge, and you can come along with me as you see how I frugally get groceries this month and what's on my meal plan. So I have not made my meal plan out for this coming week yet. I'll be doing that this evening. And so I'll show you that later in the video, but for now, I just want to show you what I got for around $50 and what I'm kind of planning on making with everything. So before we get started, I do want to give the caveat that I am not counting personal care or home items in this $50 a week. Just because, like, especially this week, there were a few things that we needed that were on the pricier side. All of this non-food stuff totaled out to about $20, and I just want to make sure that the $50 is counting just towards food. But I'm going to show you everything I got anyway. All right, so first up, I got a bag of potatoes. Potatoes are a very budget-friendly way to cook for your family. You can make baked potatoes, mashed potatoes, you can cut them up, put them in soup, potato soup, etc. I love baked potatoes, and the rest of my family does also. And I was running low, so I figured I would get potatoes and onions because those can be used for so many things throughout the month. I also grabbed a dozen eggs. I think, hello friends. Now Adam's home, so you can interrupt me. I also got a dozen eggs just because these can be used for so many things, and it's always nice to have an extra dozen on hand. These are only 78 cents at Walmart, so they're a great deal. I did get some heavy whipping cream. This is for one recipe, and then also sometimes I like to have this on hand for my coffee. I usually drink half and half, but sometimes it's nice to have heavy whipping cream. And then also, if you have a recipe that calls for half and half, you can actually mix equal parts of this with milk, and that basically makes half and half. So nice to have that on hand. I got 2 pounds of butter just because we were almost out of that, so I figure this will last us all month. I got a box of the cheddar whales. I got these because they were cheaper than goldfish crackers, and this is what Kira likes to take as her snack for lunches. I grabbed some fresh bananas. We have plenty of frozen bananas in the freezer, so if we want to make smoothies with those, we can, or you can also thaw them out and make banana bread or banana bars. And then I was out of fish sauce, and there are a couple Asian recipes that I want to make this month that calls for this. And so they actually have 2 different kinds at my Walmart. They have this kind, and then they have like the red boat kind, which I've heard is good also. But the red boat kind was $4 more expensive than this. This was like $2.78, I think. Bless you. I got 1 container or jar, I guess, of the wee yogurt, the lemon flavored. This is really good. I actually texted my sister earlier because I know she's made yogurt before in her Instant Pot, and I wanted to know the recipe that she used, and so I got that from her. I am going to try making my own yogurt this month in the Instant Pot, so if you guys have pointers on that or any recipes you want to share, leave them down below. I got 1 pound of bacon for breakfast this weekend, and then usually I get the cherry limeade flavored water, but they were out of that, so I decided we would try the black cherry kind. Okay, corn tortillas are also something that is really budget friendly. So I think 30 of these come in a package. Yeah, and it's only $1.78, I think it was, for these. So we can use these for tacos, tostadas. You can cut them up and make tortilla chips out of them. You can also make corn enchiladas with them. I actually have some recipes for homemade enchilada sauce also using tomato sauce. So that's definitely something we could have because I always have ground beef on hand. I decided to pick up a large jar of the Fleischmann's active dry yeast. I am going to make some whole wheat bread this weekend, some homemade whole wheat bread. And so I figured I'd just pick up a jar of this instead of always getting just the little packets. I also have some macadamia nuts that I want to use, and I thought this would be good to do like white chocolate macadamia nut cookies. So I grabbed these. I was thinking about getting the Ghirardelli brand, but honestly they were like $2 more than this, and I'm like, I'm not paying that much for white chocolate chips. I got some mixed vegetables. This is a great like budget-friendly way to add veggies to dishes. So this is 2 pounds, and I believe this is $2.22 at Walmart. So you can split this in half. Maybe use half of it for like a chicken pot pie, half of it for a tater tot casserole, whatever you want to do. The wheat bread recipes that I've seen call for vital wheat gluten, and I didn't have any of that, so I grabbed this. This is the Bob's Red Mill brand. I got this ice cream for myself. That was a selfish purchase, but it's my favorite, strawberry cheesecake. I got apple cider vinegar because I did not realize we were all out of it until the last time I needed it for a recipe and realized we were all out, so I grabbed some of that. I also got some old-fashioned oats. These are great to make cookies with. Obviously you can make oatmeal. You can also make homemade granola or homemade granola bars. I also got some whole wheat flour. This is the Bob's Red Mill brand, and this will be for wheat bread. You can also use it for anything else you would use white flour for, pancakes, you know, pizza crust, that kind of stuff. And then for non-food, I just got some glass cleaner. We were out of that downstairs. I needed some more dry shampoo, so I decided to try this brand, the Not Your Mother's Clean Freak Refreshing Dry Shampoo. I feel like I've used this before and I liked it, but I can't remember for sure. And then Kira likes the Tea Tree shampoo and conditioner, and I've been buying the name brand, but I actually went inside the store at Walmart today rather than doing the pickup, and I saw they had these huge bottles of the Walmart brand for the same price as you get like half the container of the name brand. And so I decided we would try this instead. This will last her quite a while. And then Connor's going to a birthday party tomorrow for one of his classmates, so I just picked up a birthday card, and I was irritated because this was in the 99-cent card section, and then you can see here that it was actually $1.97 when I scanned it. I was like, dang it, I meant to get the 99-cent one. But anyway, this is what I got for the grocery portion for right at $50 today at Walmart. I'm going to make my meal plan, and then I'll show you what's on that. Okay, so I want to show you guys the meal plan that I came up with for this week using basically things that we have in the pantry and freezer. So now keep in mind that some of these things will not actually be made on this particular day. We may have to shift some things around a bit, but this is the plan for now. So Saturday I have planned to make turkey pot pie. So I do have some turkey that's frozen left over from Christmas in the freezer, along with some turkey broth. So I'm going to thaw that out. And then I have some Krusty's pie mix. Let me show you. I actually bought this for one of my vintage cooking videos earlier, or late last year, but I think I have enough in there to make a couple more crusts, at least a double crust. If I can get more out of it, I'll make an extra and put it in the freezer, but I thought that would be a good use up for that to make turkey pot pie. And then I have some potatoes down here. I usually like to put potatoes in my turkey pot pie, like diced cooked potatoes. And then I'll just use the mixed vegetables I got at the store to go ahead and use those for the vegetables for that pot pie, and then we'll have cottage cheese. Sunday I have planned Korean beef tacos, so I can link this recipe down below, but I had most of the ingredients on hand. The only thing I had to buy was the fish sauce, but everything else I had on hand. I even have some purple cabbage that I can make the slaw with, so that will be good to use up quite a few things. And then that's kind of why I bought the corn tortillas too. And then I have down crock-pot meatballs and marinara with pasta and salad. So I do have some meatballs with marinara in the freezer that I need to use up, so I can just throw those in the crock pot, heat them up, make some pasta and some salad. I had this on the meal plan last week, but I didn't get it made. So it's the Park City stew recipe. I'll link that down below. I always pretty much have all the things on hand for that. Basically it takes stew meat, carrots, potatoes, onion, French onion soup mix, what else? Tomato sauce, cream of chicken, and cream of celery soup. It's super easy. You cook it in the crock pot. And then usually we just have bread and butter with that. And then Wednesday and Thursday I just have down leftovers or soup and sandwiches. I'm sure we'll have plenty of things to eat, or maybe if the kids want chicken nuggets, they can have that too. And then Friday I have down beef tacos. So Kira had wanted these nacho cheese flavored shells. She requested those a while ago, so I've had those sitting in the pantry. And then I also want to try the taco mix from Trader Joe's. All right, so that is going to be it for this week's budget grocery haul and meal plan using up our pantry and freezer ingredients. Let me know if you guys want to do this challenge with me, if you want to clean some stuff out, and how much you're going to set for your grocery budget every week. Any recipes I mentioned will be linked down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.